Hey guys, the Whispers of the Old Gods expansion is almost here. By the way, I post all the cards on my Facebook page. Just saying. All shameless self promotion aside, some cards might get nerfed in the classic expansion, and I wanted to make a video on how I would nerf them without making them completely useless, like Blizzard likes to do, naming without pointing any fingers Warsong Commander. Anyway, here's how I would nerf Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler is auto include in so many decks. He is like the best 2-drop in the current meta. When you play him, he almost instantly gets destroyed. But if he survives for 1 or 2 turns, the chances of you losing the game are slim to none. So I would change his text to there is a 50% chance to deal 1 damage to a random minion. Yes, that is a little bit too much RNG for one single card, but it's Hearthstone is just RNG. Alright, the next combo is the Savage Roar and Force of Nature. This is in every single meta druid. This combo is basically deal 14 damage to your opponent, but it's a 9 mana combo that requires 2 cards. I would change about this combo the Savage Roar part and change the effect to only affect minions. That way your hero won't deal 2 extra damage and he would survive. I don't know. Okay, so BGH. This card is very good, too good actually. And thanks to our big bad Dr. Boom, it's an auto include in every single deck to counter Dr. Boom. For this card, I will change it to 5 mana 4/4 with the same effect. The reason he is so good is because he's cheap and his effect is just too strong. He destroys a big minion and it costs only 3 mana. But if you change it to 5 mana, it will be just as rewarding, but it won't just win you the game. The giants, more precisely Molten Giant and Mountain Giant, these cards are very strong in the fast meta, but when the meta slows down, like Blizzard is promising us, these cards for free are just going to demolish the board. So in order to nerf them, I think we should cap off the cost reduction to 4 mana. That way we can still play a 4 mana 8/8, and it still would be great for its stats, amazing even, without destroying the card. Fireball. This card I've hated it since the beginning. It's just too strong. It deals 6 damage for 4 mana. That's too strong. I know it's a class card. Usually class cards are stronger than the normal neutral cards, but it's too strong. I think the damage should be reduced to 5. But I also considered making it cost 1 more, but that would just make it way too bad. Alright, Ragnaros. At one point he was the strongest legendary before Dr. Boom came along. Having the stats of a giant while killing minions without taking any damage, that was just too strong. To nerf it, I think I will change the text to deal damage equal to the minion's attack, to this minion's attack, sorry. That way if the minion gets keepered or peacekeeper, it's or something else that reduces the attack, it will be significant, On the other hand, if it gets its attack buffed, it will deal more damage. But usually it's not a very good idea to sink all of your buffs into one minion. Another way I could nerf this card is to make it a 9 mana and change its text to if this minion does not attack, deal 8 damage to a random target. If the minion has Wind Fury, the effect triggers twice. That way it will still remain a great legendary and has the potential to deal 16 damage in one turn. Tyrion, this one is tricky. I will just increase the cost by 1 and be done with him. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. It is a class legendary after all. It has to be a little bit stronger than the normal cards. Leperno. This card is is arguably the best one drop after Zombie Chow. It deals 2 damage to your enemy and kills most 2 drops. That's pretty good for a 1 drop. The easiest nerf I could do to it is make it a 1/1, but where's the fun in that? Instead, I think it should change the text to Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to a random enemy.